Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Black Coffee Gardener. I'm going to keep this video short and sweet. Then again, I think I always say that. I wanted to show you guys what I had to do to my tomato plant. We've had rain on top of rain on top of rain. And then after it was done with all of that rain, we got some more rain. So I wasn't really able to get out here and check on everybody the way that I wanted to. I have a tomato plant behind me that just, the bird wants to, well, now he stopped. Anyways, tomato plant was just, yeah, toppled over. The branch had broken. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about it too much now because I want to take you over there and show you exactly what I had to do to kind of get it back together. I had to play nurse for a little bit, but so anyhow, that's pretty much what this video is about. I might run into some other things while I'm out here. I've already been fooling around back there, and my allergies are already starting to mess with me a little bit. Sound a little bit congested, but anyhow, I was picking up my coffee. But anyhow, whenever I'm outside, I keep this on me, which is my allergy spray. And it's just as simple as spraying some in the back of my throat, and it kind of keeps me together while I'm out in the garden. You know, from the sneezing and the just everything that comes with a person having allergies and being out in the garden. It kind of suppresses all that. So anyhow, without any further ado, let me take y'all over here and show you what's going on with this tomato plant. This girl, she grew so quickly. I didn't have time to completely train her the way that I wanted to. And yeah, she's got one arm over here, which came all the way out to this side and fell over. And then there's another arm over here that fell all the way. Child, let me show you what I got going on in here. So this arm right here has tons of fruit on it. Tons of fruit that I did not want to lose. She's broken right, let me see, right in here. So what I did was went inside and got some heavy duty duct tape, waterproof duct tape it is, and I made a band-aid and kind of got her back situated because I was not interested in losing all of this fruit. The plant itself has so much fruit on it, as you can see, all in here, all down there. I mean, she's got fruit everywhere, but you know, I just wasn't interested in losing any of it. So I think she's gonna be fine. Is it a little ghetto? Well, whatever. I don't really care. You know, as long as it helps her out a little bit, that's all I'm concerned with. And on this side, same thing happened over here. Look at all of that fruit. Same thing happened with this stem over here, except it didn't break. It was just kind of toppled over from all the winds. But look at these beautiful tomatoes. Look, I don't know if I can get down there. Look at the size of those. So pretty. But yeah, she is very bushy, and I initially started her with just one main stem, and that's all we were gonna do. But like I said, she grew so quickly, and I just wasn't able to keep up with it. So yeah, she's a lot bushier than I would like her to be, but you know, it is what it is. She's still growing. She's still producing tons of fruit. These things are huge. when I grew this plant last year, the tomatoes only grew to half that size. But then again, I also grew that particular variety in a pot. So she did produce well for me in a container. But the fruit, and that's the Brad's Atomic Grape, but the fruit just wasn't as big. Now this is how I generally like my tomato plants to be. Nice and airy. Everybody's got room and space. Look at all these clusters all over this plant. Beautiful, beautiful clusters. Hello, lovelies. Now this one is very bushy, but I prefer it to be this way because these are my San Marzano tomatoes, and it's almost as if I want to hide them. I don't want birds or anything else getting to them, messing with them. I do have some really nice sized fruit in here. Let me see if I can get to it. Look at the size of these. Look at that. So beautiful. But we are having an issue with this plant with some blossom end rot. But once again, this is the first time that I grew this particular variety. I have it in this grow bag down here, which I believe is a 15-gallon. Yeah, it's a 15-gallon grow bag. But I won't do that again next year. I'll be planting the San Marzanos in the ground. You know, I just always like to experiment with grow bags and containers and see what works and what doesn't. And see the Mexico midget here, you can see that's in a whiskey barrel. And she's doing great. I've got beans over here in grow bags. I've got some holy basil here in grow bags. And herbs over here. So some things do well. Last year I grew cucumbers in, oh, but let me show you that. I grew cucumbers in a container, and I must have harvested dozens of cucumbers, at least 2 dozen cucumbers. But this plant here is a completely different variety than I did last year. This one isn't doing well. So last year I did the Boston pickling in a container. They did great. This is a patio cucumber, and she looks well, but I've only gotten 2 cucumbers off of her so far, and she's not as tall as my Boston pickling was last year. So I don't know if it's because that heat came in and kind of jacked her up a little bit. So we'll see over the next couple of weeks. But if I do grow cucumbers in a container again, it'll be the Boston pickling, and it won't be the patio. And like I said, only because by this time of year last year I would have had dozens of cucumbers already to make my chow chow. Now over here we've got our sunflowers. Another experiment with the larger one back here. As you can see, she's in a container, and that was another experiment. Like, will it grow? Will it grow to full size? You know, I don't know. Let's just put it in there and see what happens. And yeah, she's looking good. And then I've got another one that I planted in the ground, and this one just has, let me get over there. She's got so many flowers on her. Now, is that because she's in the ground? I don't know, because the one in the container just did the one, which is fine. But just another experiment. And this was just from microgreens. I do my microgreens inside, and I said, well, let me just take a couple of these sunflower seeds and plant them outside. And I don't always get luck when I use microgreen seeds and bring them outside. The fruit just has a tendency to not grow to full maturity. But I guess in the case of sunflowers, it's a little bit different. But yes, those are grown from the seeds that I use to grow microgreens. Beets, on the other hand, same case scenario. Matter of fact, they're over here. Same case scenario. I use some seeds that I used to grow micro beets, but as you can see down here, they don't. That's as far as they go. This right here is as far as they go. This seed is from my microgreen seeds, but I cannot get the beets to grow to full maturity. So I can't tell you exactly why. It doesn't really matter to me. But yeah, so maybe I will hold through on my promise of keeping everything short and sweet. So I really just wanted to talk about this Brad's Atomic Grape. And I'll come back at some point in time, give you guys an update. As always, oh, let me just show you this beauty. This thing. Look at this fish pepper plant. My goodness. The leaves on this thing. I hope it's showing up how beautiful those leaves are with their white stripes. Even the peppers themselves, some of them have started off white and then turned into this green that they are. Now when they're fully ripe, they'll be red and very spicy, but yeah, just wanted to show you. This plant is so beautiful to me. I spy with my little eye a little baby watermelon.